If you're new here, my name is Megan, and this channel is all about my solo adventures travelling around Australia, living out of my 2004 Nissan X-Trail, and my mission to visit every lighthouse on the Australian mainland. It's been a longer break than I would have hoped for since my last video. The rigours of working and travelling haven't allowed me a lot of time for editing and creating videos lately. I'm actually working full-time at the moment while I travel, so that's 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. And I manage this mostly by working in public libraries and making use of the free Wi-Fi and the comfortable workstations. And when I can't get to the library, I've got a little portable dongle modem that I can use. And when I do that, my bed actually becomes a stand-up desk, and I can stand at the back of my car or at the side door and work that way. But I do prefer working in the libraries as it's more comfortable. And I just want to tell you, in real time, I'm actually a lot further along on my travels compared to what you're seeing in my videos. Like today's video, for instance, is footage I actually filmed on the same day as my previous video, but the videos are going up on YouTube nearly 2 weeks apart. So having a gap from where I am to where my videos are showing, that's deliberate. That's a bit of a security measure. So I'm not actually showing you where I am in real time. You're not seeing a place until I've left. And I'm doing that on social media as well. It's just for safety. And today I'm filming this intro from yet another library. And so I'm actually sheltering today from wild wind and rain, tropical wind and rain, and I'm taking an opportunity to charge up my devices and do some work. So I don't know if you can hear, but I've also had a bit of a cold. I hardly ever get sick, and I was taken by surprise to feel this coming on a few days ago. So I was actually camping at a free camp next to a beach when I felt it coming on when I was going to bed. And so that night I made sure I had paracetamol and water right next to me because I could feel the temperature coming on, and I just felt lousy. And I'm really glad I did. Thank goodness I'm recovering now. Okay, so in my last video, I was at Seal Rocks in New South Wales and visited the Sugarloaf Point Lighthouse. There was evidence of a lot of dingoes on the beach there, and it's somewhere I would not want to be outside on my own at night. Looking back now, I'm glad I was safe in my car when I was camped alone in the car park below the lighthouse. So today's video continues straight on from there. So I leave after I left Seal Rock, and my next stop is Port Macquarie. So it's a 2-hour drive of about 155 kilometres, but I didn't quite make it as planned. Let's take a look. Guess what, guys? I'm on the side of the road just outside of Port Macquarie. My car just came to a stop. It started going and went along for a couple of kilometres, sort of skipping and missing. I think I've run out of petrol. I hope I've just run out of petrol because my petrol gauge is dodgy. And the stupid thing is that like 5 kilometres before this happened, I actually pulled into a service station at Lake Cathay, and but I couldn't find an unleaded 91 pump. They had everything else. They had diesel, E10, 98, but I couldn't find 91, so I thought, oh, this is weird, so I'll just go to the next petrol station. But there wasn't one. There was just sort of this road, and then, but I'm so lucky, I've actually broken down 2.3 kilometres from a petrol station, and I started walking, and I have a dear friend who lives here in Port Macquarie, and I was supposed to meet her for lunch, so I let her know that I was close, but was going to be delayed, and she's called me, and she's actually on her way to rescue me now. So the plan is I'm going to go to the closest petrol station, and I'm going to buy some fuel in a fuel, like in a jerry can, because I'll keep that. I probably should have one on board anyway. And hopefully, fingers crossed, that that's the only problem. It's just a fuel issue, and I can be back on my way again. But thank you so much, Michelle, for being my guardian angel today. She should be along any minute. But in the meantime, I'm just enjoying life on the side of the road, on the outskirts of Port Macquarie. I'll be back to you and let you know how it all works out. Okay guys, so I left you before and I was standing on the side of the road standing on the side of the road waiting for an angel of mercy, which was my friend Michelle, to come and rescue me. And because my car had just come to a halt just outside of Port Macquarie and I was walking towards a petrol station, which was 2.3 kilometres. So tell you what, this car nearly got me there. So and the good news is that it was just petrol. Michelle came and she came with petrol with a jerry can, put it in the car, and this beauty just started straight away. And from there we went and had a beautiful lunch at Flynn's Beach at the cafe there in Port Macquarie. I have to recommend the fish tacos, they were amazing. So if you're passing through Port Macquarie, do stop into the Flynn's Beach cafe, it was really good. And I've since said goodbye to Michelle and given her a big hug of thanks. She was amazing. And I've just come now to the Lighthouse here in Port Macquarie, which is called the Tacking Lighthouse. But on my way, I stopped at Bunnings and bought a jerry can. Which I'll put some fuel in and I'll pop up in my rooftop box on top of the car, just in case. And I've filled the car up and I'm going to have to keep an eye on this dodgy fuel gauge now. Well, I know it's dodgy, but I was expecting the light to come on and this time the light didn't come on. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on the fuel, on the odometer, and make sure that I'm filling up every 300 to 400 kilometres maximum. Anyway, I'm so glad that worked out so well. For things to go wrong, they went so right. So I'm very happy about that. Let's go and have a look at this lighthouse. Wow guys, I've just stepped out of the car. Of course I got another Rockstar car park. Look, there's the car, there's the lighthouse. We'll go up there in just a second, but have a look at this view. I know, it just doesn't get old, I tell you. But this beach here in Port Macquarie is called Lighthouse Beach and it looks incredible. Great sets of waves coming in. Wow. Nice little look out there. But isn't this magnificent? Okay, let's go and have a look at this lighthouse. It's just another little cute one. And it's called the Tacking Lighthouse. Let's get up a little bit closer. Here it is guys, the Tacking Lighthouse. It's designed by the same architect, Matthew Barnett, I think, who's designed 4 of the other ones that we've already seen. And this one's a real cutie. And as always, the view from the lighthouse is absolutely amazing. You can see there's other people up here enjoying this popular place. Let's have a look around, and of course I've got to get my selfie. Put the camera on landscape to get my selfie. Hopefully we can get it all in. Here's a little peek through the window in the Tacking Lighthouse. Looks like just a little kitchen area. Here's the door. Up here they've got heaps of these signs about beware of snakes. So there are obviously snakes up here on the top of this hill. But luckily I haven't seen one. I'm on the little lookout platform that we saw before now. So that's Lighthouse Beach. Just magnificent. these waves coming in. I don't think this is going to get old the whole way around. I just love the sea. And there's the lighthouse up there. Alright, back to the car. I think I'll leave that video there for today. As you can see, I'm in another library, a lovely library background. I love the libraries. Thanks for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll join me for my next video where I'm going from the Tacking Point Lighthouse to the Smoky Cape Lighthouse. Hope you'll join me for that. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.